Actually, yes, the 100% energy restore is finished. What I should do is go and have a look at that, actually, because you cannot, and I will just stick with the energy one as the example for this, because there are other ones, which we will get to. The energy restores are the squad things, they place them on the floor. You probably have seen these used in-game. The small ones are in the marketplace. You can get the blueprint for these in the marketplace. They are well worth building, even the small ones. The medium ones, I couldn't tell you where they come from anymore. Because the large ones, energy, is that... I cannot remember which one of you has that. Oh. The energy restore is in there. I have that. I build that all the time. But I obviously didn't get it from here. That is a physical impossibility. Unless I got it from... I don't know. The one that I know that I want the most out of these new 100 of these, rather than it being 10, is the shield restore. And I do love this whole thing. Energy lab. In theory, that's where it is. Nope, shield. The energy is there. I just want to know if this is what it's going to cost to build this. You can actually see there, but you can also see it is 250,000 to pick this up. That's the one that I would love to finish, but I don't have enough resources to finish this. The clan is getting there, but it is rather slow. And maybe this is where I got the medium one from, as I do think I have that. Oh, I'm actually looking for something else while I'm in here, because somebody mentioned something I completely forgot about. So the hundreds will of course be shield, energy, ammo, which I also do have the normal one of, the 10 version of, but yet again it's another one of those that's just been annoying because of the resources it uses. That is going to be so obnoxious because mutagen samples do not drop like they used to. They are not as easy to farm as they used to be, and it's just generally going to take forever. Maybe it's in here? Not seeing it though. But it exists because we're talking about it, which is why I scrolled up. So where, oh where, would the 100 siphons be? Just before I actually get to it, I'm going to guess it's second row down, second one in from the left. Because it's the only thing in here that has the research logo to it. I did not know they were actually a thing. 100 siphons are also a thing. I was just told that they were in here. I was literally running around here looking for it because, yeah, I use those. I wouldn't say I use them to the extent of that, but it would save me having to build them as often. But just quickly wanted to kind of answer a few questions that I've had about these I haven't really been able to answer by picking up the energy one. 250,000 credits versus the medium 10, which is... You already have the blueprint, you can't even pick it up anyway. Same with that one. No idea, but I want this anyway. Click. Click. Mine. I thought I was wrong about that. It's actually 200 of each. 200 cipher, 200 ammo, 200 health, 200 energy. 133 shields, because that's all I have built. Because the medium ones suck. Sadly, it does. The large ones work better. But Cypher's in there because I use that all the time. The same with the air charges. Anything that you can basically take in here and you can have a collection of, the most you can take in is 200. If we actually come to the foundry and have a look at these, I cannot stress this enough. Even if you have just the small one, it may only give you 25 versus the medium, which 50 was it? 50, and the large that gives you 100. Even for ammo, health, shield, the ciphers, because all of these can still be very useful in missions. It is worth building these things anyway, even if they are the small ones, because every little helps. The medium ones obviously cost more to build. The only thing I could never ever figure out with this game was polymer bundles, polymer bundle, polymer bundle, polymer bundle, ferrite, and alloy plates. That has ferrite, but that has alloy plates. For some reason, the single medium always had this weird build to it. But they are all reusable, and as expected, the large 10 times is 10 times less than the 100 times. So the 100 times costs 10 times more. It costs 5,000 polymer bundles instead of the 500, and this will obviously depend on which one you're looking at. I can only use this one as the example for now, but the big questions, yes, 10 times everything. The resources. Luckily it's the same, unlike this. That makes no sense at all. Neither of these use the same resources. Or for the fact that that is 10 times this, it doesn't cost 40,000 to build. That never made sense to me. And Squad Energy Restore. Squad Energy Restore is definitely the right one, just has very weird resources needed to it. But the large ones are going to be 10 times the normal ones, and this is great. It still only takes 1 minute, and the biggie of all of this, it is still a reusable blueprint. That was basically the one thing that I actually wanted to find out about this. Was it still going to be a reusable blueprint? Yes. Which means, given time, I will be able to have nothing building in here whatsoever. Not because I have enough built, but just because, well, you don't need to build them as often, so I don't need to have 10 in there building all the time. Neither does anybody else. You can just build 100 of these. As I mentioned before, most you can take in is 2. It will take you 2 minutes to replenish that. Doesn't take that long to replenish these at all with these. These are very useful. If it was 200, it would be overkill. 100 is just right for people who use them all the time. I use the energy ones and the health ones probably the most. The ammo ones when I need them, and they are ridiculously good to have. And honestly, I can go on about how many times these things have fully saved my butt from these just being there. Because you just bring up the wheel, straight down, health. Because I was using health more than energy. Energy just off to the side so I don't accidentally use it. Ammo off to the other side, because there are certain weapons that need those. Hence they are located there, not there, which that I have as a set up as a shortcut key through the game menu, not through macros, because people keep telling me I'm using macros. It's not. It's an option in the control settings of the game. I have that one set up, but not these three, because force of habit of just having them down there. And they do come in really useful. 100 times is just going to make things so much easier. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.